You were driving with Crash.
Crash landed.
Crash landed. Oh, look.
Woohoo! Yeah, see you later, world. I have landed successfully on the space. Hey, oh man, I just floated off it. I didn't want to. Found the gravity. Now then, welcome back to another episode of Revenge of the CTeam. And today I'm on my own once again, as I explained last episode. So, without too much further ado, we're going to crack on today with some storage drawers. I'm actually looking at figuring out something with storing things. Now, there's storage drawers mod is a pretty awesome mod. I've been using it over here, as this is storage drawers, and it keeps things nice and tidy and sorts things all out. That's good, right? But currently, I've got a little thing around the back here, which is an ender chest. I've got an ender chest around the back here where all the drops come to. And I want to bring this ender chest from the mob spawner area as well and store all of the mob drops in one place. Keep them all nice and tidy. And this is the building. This is the building that I want to store all the mob drops in. And I also want to void off any excess mob drops. So I've got to figure out a few things. So one thing that I want to test it out on is test it out on all of this sort of stuff that we've been getting from the Erebus dimension. So I'm going to build a little thing around here just to test out the storage drawers mod today, just to figure out what it can do. Now, I've spotted in Hypermine that Voodoo Beard on the Infinity server was doing something pretty awesome with storage drawers. A very compact storage system, and I want to test that out for myself. I've never done this storage drawers thing before, so I'm going to test it out. And the thing I want to test out in particular is this drawer controller. It interacts with a bank of connected drawers. Now, as far as I know, that is 12 adjacent drawers, or 12 in each direction, or in every direction, or something like that. It's connected drawers, it says here, though, so I'm guessing that it's only going to be connected. So we've got to make a few little bits and pieces. We're going to need some nether quartz, we're going to need some redstone, and we're going to need some sticks from somewhere. What have I got to make sticks out of? I've got some of those to make sticks out of. There we go. I'm probably going to need those chests as well. Let's have a little look in here. Got some more chests in there. We've got stuff everywhere. This is another reason why we need to do the storage drawer stuff. And we get some more wood there. Okay, so should be good to go then. So, first off, gotta make me some redstone torches to make that first part right, making the comparators to make this thing happen like so. So 1, 2, I'm going to make 2 sets of these, even though it might not be perfect, it is going to be something at least. And then we need a diamond, some more stone. Do I have more stone? I have 3 stone now. I only have 3 stone now. Ah, there's some more stone, that's good. And we got plenty of diamonds still. We got 29 more diamonds, that's good. So, making the first one, let's just zip one of those together. Come on. Oh, I need to make some of these first. Okay, compact drawers, chests, and... yeah, press chests and slabs. So, let's get the first batch of those done. The storage drawers, oak, compact drawers, those ones. I guess it takes any. So, let's take that. And then... there is a more compact version, which is a chest in each corner. It may do that one instead. Let's try that. Okay, so then, boom. It does take any drawer by the looks of it. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so we'll take that one. Yeah. We can take that one out. We can use that one. Yeah, that'll do. Alright. So we've got a storage drawer controller. And I want to test out what that storage drawer controller does. And I can test it out with this oak drawer setup that I've got over here. So let's have a little flyby, because it's a bit faster to fly. Let's whiz out over here and test it out on the Erebus stuff. And if this works, then I can start messing around with something else. So that is that. And that is inactive at the moment, Can't do anything with it at the moment. Did I make the right thing? Drawer controller. Yeah, it is a drawer controller. There's a compacting drawer as well. And that's a controller slave. I don't know what the controller slave does. But now do we have an interactive thing going on here? Do I have anything going on in here at all? No? Can I put some stuff in it? Put some stuff in these drawers. Like there. And there. And there. Now do I have any access? No. How do I access these things then? Do I put something in them? Do I put something in it? I've put something in it. That, potentially that has done something different instead. Put that there. That gives me 7 more out of 8. I can put that into there. And do they go in there? Yeah, they all went in the right drawer. I see. Okay. So it kind of sorts them out. It doesn't let me access them. Okay, so what was the other thing I saw then? The controller slave, compacting drawer. Controller slave is like so. Let's see what that does. There's something that allows you to read from the drawers. I'm sure there is. To allow you to see more stuff. But let me find out for sure. So we got that. Let's make this controller slave. Was that with 2 comparators? Or was it repeaters? No comparators. And some stone. It's the stone I'm short of again. I didn't have any stone left over in there. No. Let's get some stone out of there. That'll do nicely. And let's try this slave. See what that does. It's very interesting testing out new stuff. I love testing out new stuff on camera. It's always interesting. Especially when it doesn't work first time. Okay, so then we'll throw this down here. Now, can I do anything with this? No. Can I throw stuff in it? No, that's not a good idea. It's not a good idea throwing that there. It didn't do anything with that, did it? Let's take it back then. Thank you. Okay, so if I take some of those out, will they disappear? No, they'll disappear when I put them in there. So what does that controller slave do? Maybe it adds to the number of drawers that it can access. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe that's a feature. That's pretty cool. Okay. And then the compacting drawer, I know what that does. That doesn't do much at all. So, well, it puts more things into stacks. A compacting drawer holds 16 stacks per drawer. But I was hoping for some sort of like inventory management a bit more than that. But that drawer controller just stores stuff in all the connected inventories. Which means that I can save myself some space around here in this place by putting a compactor down the back instead. Maybe have that up here. But I'm kind of happy just throwing stuff around all over the place, to be honest. I want to check out the upgrades as well. See if I can upgrade these to give me something else on there as well. And the upgrades are fairly cheap. It increases the storage value by quite a bit. And shows full storage, shows fill level. What's this then? Some emeralds and a template and some sticks. Yeah, I think we can do that. That's a 13 times base value storage upgrade. That's quite cool. Let's check that out. I'm going to make one of those and see what we can get out of it. I want to just like send everything into one spot and have all hostile mob drops in one place. That would be nice. So, can we not do that? I haven't got any sticks. That's why we can't do that. Okay, let's turn all this into sticks. Looks like it's going to be one of those stick mods. Lots of sticks. Thank you. Get 2 of those. And some emeralds. We don't have the emeralds right now. We've got the diamonds, though. Do I use diamonds? There's obsidian. That's more expensive. Gold. I could possibly do the gold already. Let's try a gold upgrade. 3 times storage upgrade. Yeah, that works. And I'm going to go and put that on one of these and see what difference that makes. See, I think it tells you to start off with how much you've got space-wise in here. So, 1 times 64 tarantula legs. How many more tarantula legs have I got? Only 6 more tarantula legs. Okay. But if I put this storage upgrade on, how much does that give me? Oh, that looks funky. Now it's got gold bindings all around it. That looks funky. And this is nice rock. Thank you very much for the comment. Nice rock. This is very nice rock. Okay, so kind of getting there, but I'm not sure if I can do anything with this controller. I was hoping to find like a drawer that I could do all sorts of things out of, and it doesn't appear to be like an access terminal anywhere to access all of the drawers at once. This is just a deposit things in. So how would I use that in this grand scheme of things? I would end up bringing the wall behind here and have some connected inventories behind here, wouldn't I? So I'd have to fill this wall as well for the mob drops. But I kind of like the way it is, so maybe I won't use that after all. Maybe I'll just use that in this first place, just for the Erebus mod, so that everything we dump can go into this drawer controller and get sorted and inventoried and put away nicely. And if it can't go into there, then maybe then I'll put it into a trash can. Maybe that's the use for this. If it can't go in there, because it instantly moves it to the connected drawers, then it will have no other location to go to apart from the bin. And that might be how I can control this nice and organized, like... Yeah, let me do some experimenting, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm trying now to reduce the amount of stuff that I've got to store in the storage containers. So, bows will fit into a filing cabinet because bow begins with 261 on its data. So I could potentially transfer all of these bows into there. It's going to take me a lot of doing because I've got an inventory full of stuff, but still, that's going to work. And I can transfer all of this kind of stuff through the ender chest that I've set up. And that will slowly but surely be removed over time. That's the trouble. I'm only using these kind of servos at the minute, and they only extract a max stack size of 4 every 3 seconds, which means I need to upgrade that a fair bit at the moment. But let's just go over there and have a look, see if this would work. We can take that, and it will keep its contents. I'll bring that back over in a bit. What I've got going on over here is fairly simple, I think. I tried messing around with it in different ways, and I ended up with a simple solution, I hope. So what I'm going to try and do is put that on top there, and then add in... add in another couple of these. So I think if we go down from here, there we go, and bring that up from here instead. There we go. So it'll go to the filing cabinet first. We can get rid of those because it doesn't need those. So it'll come in from the ender chest. It'll go to the filing cabinet first and put in any bows that it can. And then it will go up and over to this drawer controller and put it into any of these drawers that it can. And then it'll carry on going over into this drawer controller and put into any of these drawers that it can. And if it can't do any of that, then it'll come over to here. Alright, so a quick test is just to put in, say, I don't know, let's put some, let's put my axe in there. Why not? So put my axe in, that goes next, and where does it end up? So it can't go in there because this is only bows. It can't go in any of these because these are all set, and it can't go in any of these because these haven't been set yet. So this controller will not put new things in these drawers. I have to set these drawers. So if it's not in the drawer, then it should be going here. Okay, so where's it gone? Dang it, where's it gone? That was supposed to be the simplest of things. I know it's got to travel in these. It's got to travel through these pipes. They're not the quickest, I know. I could have used the ones where you can see through. Maybe that would have been quicker. And the idea is that if I put another ender chest at the end there, that then goes somewhere else, then anything that isn't a mob drop that we want to keep goes on there, or can just go straight into a bin and get rid of it. But I'd like to know where my axe has gone. Ah, okay, it has put it in there. It has put it in the first available drawer. Okay, so that is not a good plan unless I fill all of these with different kinds of mob drops first. But that will happen anyway, so that's okay. That's not too bad. I can also bring the chest, the filing cabinet over with all of the heads of the mobs. Not the mob heads, the mini-game things. I can bring them over here as well. And that can then transfer any of those in. So I can bring this over. That's simply just pick it up and it'll take the whole lot with me. That's good. I could potentially do something with the swords. Are the swords all the same reference? No, the swords are completely different references. So that's not going to work. So, but then do I want to keep these? I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep these. Maybe keep one of each, but we've already probably got one of each. And this armor stuff. Well, unless I find something that I can take armor off, or take enchantments off armor. Disenchanting, wiping stuff. There used to be something like that, but I can't find it at the minute. And all of this stuff and all that. Yeah, it should be good just to go through that. And then we can focus on having books over here with enchantments and stuff. The next thing I want to do then is get a reinforced servo. Reinforced servo does a stack size of 64 and extraction rate 1 a second. So that's pretty quick. The next one up is the Signalum. And then there's Resident, which is pretty epically fast. But I only really need stacks of 64. I just need it to take a stack at a time and move it around. So that should work. And to get that, I need some hardened glass. Electrum we've got. Nuggets we've got. Redstone we've got. Hardened glass. Now there's a way to make a hardened glass that I think nobody knows about. You put some obsidian in your casting basin. And you smelt up some lead. It's obsidian and lead in a induction smelter, normally. But this is another way of making it happen using Tinker's Construct. And that saves me making an induction smelter. I do need to make a full thermal expansion setup. So that we can do all the things thermal expansion. But for right now, this will be enough. So we get some iron nuggets, and then have we got everything now? Redstone and that. Got the iron nuggets either side. We've got that in there. We've got a piece of redstone in the middle. Wasn't it gold then? Electrum. 2 Electrum. That's what I'm missing. I'm missing the Electrum. Now, the way we've got it all set up at the minute, we seem to get a lot of Electrum a lot of the time. I think all of our gold ends up turning into Electrum while it's in the Tinker's Smeltery. So we may have to mix that up a little bit as well. I think we've spoken about that before. But now this should give me the final part of this sorting system. And with that, we're awesome good to go. Hopefully, awesome good to go. Anyway, let's see. Let's do this down here, right? And we will swap that, which means that I need my devices. There we go. And pop. I'll have you. Thank you. And you can go there now. And I'll put one of those on there instead. And we will just have it running all the time. So that should extract a lot faster. There we go. It's doing stacks at a time now. I just transferred over all the bones and arrows and stuff from the chests into this ender chest. Now, the problem I've got next is that I've got this full at the minute. This is full. 16 stacks of 64. 16 stacks of 64 bones. 16 stacks of 64 arrows. And now it's started to put them elsewhere as well. I don't want to put in that there. I've got all the bows going in there. Including normal bows as well, which is another little issue that I hadn't really considered. But it stacks all the bows of different types and it keeps them all arranged and all that. So it's okay. And it's got quite a large storage space. So it's okay to stack loads and loads of different types of bows in there. It's like the best solution for that. Putting other stuff into here is going to be a good solution as well. But how many bones and how many arrows do we actually want? And how much string do we actually want? But that's all something that me and Ego can talk about at a later date. We probably don't need a ton of bones for bone meal, and we don't really need me to have more than 16 stacks of arrows available at any time. So we'll probably be good. But we will refine the system during the course of the series and let you know any updates. For right now though, I seem to be sorted and happy with it. At least everything's got a home. Start sorting out Ego's dumping chests. That'll be awesome. Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching another episode of Revenge of the CTeam. Da-da-da! I did that without even looking. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.